This is to show you how to put our lift assist on your ramps. We have this here jig right here that we will make just special for your ramps. And we put it on the side right there. You just hold it on with a clamp. You have 3 holes you have to drill. Now our ramp top, from the very edge of the ramp to the back of the carrier bracket, ours is 9 3/4 inches. So our bracket, our jig here is 1 inch to the first hole, which the first hole has to be 10 3/4 inches, and the other 2 holes are right lined up. So when you get those 3 holes drilled, you take the jig off, and you bring it to the other side, and you do the same thing again. Should take you only about 5 or 10 minutes to drill all 6 holes. And then when you get that done, you just put the jig out of the way. And this is the first piece that we put on then. This is the one that has the 3/8 hole that we drilled. We put it on. Put the bolts through. And then you put the nut on both sides. It's a 3/8 nut on this here 1/2 inch bolt. It's the shoulder bolt that's holding it on. And then you just tighten them up real quick. And then the last piece to go on. All this stuff will come together. That's all you got to do is pretty much just bolt it on. These are the blocks that hold the rod at the back here. And they have a slant on them, so it takes up the radius there. So everything fits nice and square. You get that side on. And you put the 4 nuts on. You tighten the 4 nuts up here. This side. Okay, the next thing you do is on the one side here, you cut these pieces. And then you lift this up a little bit. And you put this first bracket on. It has to be towards the outside. And we'll tighten up these threads a little bit. This is what these threads at the end here is where you adjust the tension on your springs. You put we'll have regular lock nuts for you, so when you put it in place, it won't it never come loose again. The adjustment, once you get it in the the truck, you will adjust these to the tension that you want and the height you want it to raise. But before you tighten it very far, you take and you put this thing down, and you put this chain on it. And then so you got to do is take and roll it over, push it in the truck, take the chain off, and put the ramp up on the top deck. That lets these here cylinders hang down so you can adjust the pressure. Now, whether you have a box that's only 11 inches from the top or 16 inches from the top, that will be adjusted so this will come up to where you want it, but yet not have enough pressure on it so that when you get up at the top, it won't, settle down and hold by itself. And that's pretty much all there is to it. These here springs are inside, and there's grease inside there, so they won't rust. The bars are stainless, and this is the piece in front here. This is what holds it from coming out, whether it catches from the top or whether it catches from the bottom. These wheels will carry it. And then these here pieces on the end of the wheels, that keeps it in the box so it don't bobble and back and forth, so it just goes right on, straight in. So, and that's pretty much all there is. And another thing, when you get it in the trailer and get it all adjusted, and when you pull it out to use it, when you get it about, all the way out and you start letting it down, when it's about a foot from the floor, you just drop it. And it'll automatically pop up, and then you can go up there and just pick the ramp up the last few inches and put it in place. So that's pretty much. We have another video that shows a guy using this thing in his truck, and between watching this and this other video, it'll explain how you do it. But it's very important that when you order these things, that you got to tell me from the end of your ramp to the end of your top carrier, I need to know that distance. That way we'll make you a jig, so when you put it up against there and clamp it in place, you'll be able to drill your 3 holes in each side. That's pretty much all there is to it. Everything's made to last a long time, and like I say, everything is stainless steel or aluminum. And this plastic, and this is the part that actually does the pushing up of the ramp, which is different than anybody else's. And this is half-inch thick UHMW. It'll last forever. So it's something that'll last a long time. And if you ever have to adjust it, you don't have to have a wrench or anything like that. You just put the ramp up on the top, and these will come down slack a little bit, and you can just tighten them up as much as you need to where you want it to be when you whatever the height of your box is from the box, from that to the top of the trailer. So that's it.